Well, hello everyone. It is Karynjean and welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad to have you here today. It is the week after Thanksgiving and yeah, what can I say? I'm in a bit of a slump. I don't want to start a new journal, although I do know what the next journal we're going to be doing is. And I'm sorry I haven't posted in a few days. I've actually started a couple of different videos and then I just, got really quiet while I was doing them. And it wasn't anything spectacular. I was trying to go through the scrap bucket. So I just made some journaling card bases out of book page. Made a couple of journaling cards out of the scraps. Nothing spectacular. But what we're going to do today is we're just going to do a little chat. I do have the scrap bucket right next to me here. I do want to get through the scraps, but again, not wanting to start a new project yet. So what I've decided to do is we'll just do a little video here. I'm going to do some die cutting of these paisleys, and these are doily dies. As I said, I want to get through some of the scraps, but very exciting news for me. The last video that I posted was those document envelopes, Tina's document envelopes with the Bohemian crafting inserts, the accordion inserts that I did with that. And Eva over at Bohemian Crafting, because I tagged her channel, made a very nice comment on that video. So, and Eva, sorry that I forgot your name. I'm really bad with names. But so what we're going to do today, and see, this time I'm prepared. I wrote it down. A video appeared in my feed from a woman named, well, her channel name is Mitzie at 307 Junk Journals, and I will tag the video that I saw. I think one of her biggest influences is Rachel over at Roxy's Creations, because as I was going through her different videos, just looking at the titles and stuff, she had a lot of Roxy's Creations stuff in there. She seems to be, I don't know if influenced is the right word, but yeah, Rachel seems to get Mitzie's imagination going. But the video that appeared is she was making, and we're not going to do this, but the video that I watched was she was making her ephemera holder. She uses one of those green OD Army green hanging file folders. She cuts it down a little bit, and that's what she was using. But what caught my eye is that she, to make the pockets, is she gets from Amazon. They're like this, but this, I think I got this from Michael's. These are like locker things or something. Yeah, pockets, plastic pockets. But they're like 3x5 index card hold, just like this, but they're 3x5. She gets them on Amazon. I went over to Amazon and they're on sale right now. They're normally like $19 for, I think, 100. Anyway, excuse me. And this is what she uses for the pockets in her ephemera holders. Now, as we know, I have two ephemera holders here. This is my original one. I don't know if I'd really call it you call it ephemera. It's my labels. A lot of the die cuts, right? But what I've used as pockets here, originally I used tracing paper, and then I went to vellum. Let's flip up here. That's vellum. Not quite sure. This is mostly tracing paper. And then this is what I originally used, where I cut down those plastic photo sleeves, which is the worst thing to do. But these here that I use, and I like it because you could just strip it. And you can see on some of them, well, on some of them it has ripped a little bit just because of use, a lot of use. So there's that one. And then this one, this is a glue book that I made. Well, half of a glue book that I made. What do we have going on here? It's coming unglued, I think. And here I used, this is, see, this is coming up. The glue's coming up here. Vellum. Let's see, will they fit in there? So So I have, like I said, I have these. I believe they're from Michael's. A couple years ago, like their back to school stuff. I don't know. And she just uses these. Well, let me find my opening. There it is. She'll put, again, she uses the ones she gets on Amazon, the 3x5. They're much easier to get in and out of because they have that little bit of give. So what I thought we would do today, and I put 2 in back here. I don't have that many of them left, quite honestly. But we would use those as we go through the scraps making these, if that makes any sense. If that makes any sense. I don't know. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to insert just a couple of little things from what else I've been working on this past week or so while I'm die cutting out some of these things, and I'll see you when I'm all done. What I have here is a coffee table book of the American West, and I was flipping through it because it has some very lovely photographs and pictures and just a whole lot of wonderful information in here. And what I'm deciding now is that the next journal that we're going to do is going to be a journal on the American West. But, I mean, look at that picture. That's a picture of Billy the Kid. It's fabulous. So I just tear apart this journal a little bit. I make a journaling card out of Billy the Kid. And, yeah, that's what I've done here. Weren't those pictures marvelous? What I'm using here is a Reader's Digest book guts, and I'm going to make the base for the journaling card for this Billy the Kid picture. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my glue stick, I know, glue stick, and glue down 3 pieces of book page together. Once the glue dries, they become pretty sturdy, I will say. You could do 4. I've done 4 in the past, but I'd say 3. Again, it depends upon the book you're using and the weight of the paper. But for like the Reader's Digest version, 3 is the perfect amount of pages to go together. Because if you're making a journaling card, you're probably going to want to put something on the back side of it so that it can be written on. So you're probably going to put like a plain piece of paper on the back side of this book page, which is what I'm about to do here, see, so that it can then be a true journaling card. Yeah, enjoy the rest of the process. And as we are all well aware, I have an issue when I get glue on my fingers, and it suddenly occurred to me to use the cornstarch on my fingers to dry up that glue as I continue to work, so I don't get bothered by the glue on my fingers, and doing that works very well. So I highly recommend you keep a sock of cornstarch at the ready. So in addition to the journaling card we just made, here are some other things that I've been working on. You can see 2 journaling cards there on the bottom, plus bases for other journaling cards. On the top, you see 5 separate book page bases, and then in the middle there with the player piano paper, you see bases for others. And now let's go back to the beginning, what we were doing when we started this video. Okay, so I cut out some doilies. See if you could see them here. I cut out some doilies and some paisleys. This one slipped a little bit. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in this one. And I will use these plastic things. This is I like the idea. But also it is going to add weight and bulk. It's a little bit heavier, obviously, than the, excuse me. Actually, I might have to cut it down. I'm going to have to cut it down. Heavier than... Cut it down. How if I just cut it in half? I'm going to cut it in half, more or less cut it in half. So this one I'll place here. Put the doilies there. So like the this one, I'm going to put a bit of, we could use washi tape to make it look nice. I was going to use just masking tape, but I'm just going to use a piece of masking tape here. I think masking tape might have a little bit more staying power than washi tape. Actually, I'm pretty sure it'll have more staying power than washi tape. So, I'm going to just put it there across the bottom. Okay. I'm not going to fold it up. I'm just going to put it across the bottom to close off the bottom and put it right here. There. And then this one, we will put these in. These paisleys. There. Well, I hope that you are, enjoying the holiday season. Don't be too hard on yourself. Just relax and enjoy it as much as you can. Be with those that you love, whether near or far. Our technology today has made it much easier for us to communicate with people. So this is Karynjean. Let your imagination run wild. Thanks for stopping by, and I will see you next time around.